sheer challenge that we have in front of us. Because this is driving a country of more than 1 billion people at 10%. The foundation building that we need to do, particularly in terms of people, is something stupendous. And in that context, the work that is being done by the management schools in the country is probably a signal to this development process. I think all of us realize that we are a young country. We are a country with 70% of our people below the age of 35. Are we gearing ourselves in an educational context to meet this challenge of a young India? Are we preparing curriculum which is appropriate to this young demographic cut, as it were? I think that is the first issue that I would put forth in terms of thought. Second issue is really, are we gearing ourselves for a 10% growth paradigm? The 10% growth paradigm which will warrant bringing in something between 10 to 15 million people every year into the job market for the next, I do not know, maybe 15 to 20 years. Are we geared to do that? And that is not only in the management education field, but in a whole area, a wide variety of skills. Third challenge really that we will face is our education system responding to the stimuli, the environment around us? For example, how well have we responded to the technological changes that have happened in the last 10 years? For example, on the technology front, time and distance have become irrelevant. Are we today conscious of that? Are we trying to build it into our education processes? Given our experience, have we tried to look at basic curriculum? Have we tried to look at whether curriculum taught 50 years back is appropriate today, whether it be at the school level or at the college level? I always raise this simple point, which becomes controversial, but I do not want to create any controversy on this. But I'm just making a statement, and I'll leave it at that for you to ponder. All of us have done mathematics in school, but have we thought back whether that mathematics that was taught at that point in time is relevant in today's context? Is it something that we have used? I am an engineer. I did my quota of mathematics in school, in engineering school, and thereafter. In school, I learned a subject called trigonometry, which today I have not used in my real life. I'm not saying trigonometry is not important. I am not saying mathematics is something that we should not learn. Far, far from it. All I'm saying is there something more relevant which today's student ought to have been taught, which he or she is not taught, but we continue to teach trigonometry if we are teaching trigonometry today? I think corporate India got a shock. Corporate India got a shock in the 1990s, early 1990s, when India liberalized and opened itself to competition, competitive forces. At the same time, licensing was in a way abolished, so you had companies set up capacities which are the right scale. Companies re-engineered their shop floors, they restructured their balance sheets. And after a period of 5-6 years of deep pain, it was forced on them, mind you. Without changing that paradigm in terms of opening up the economy, none of this would have happened. That's what I believe. By 2000 to 2003, corporate India reinvented itself. A question that I need to ask is, when corporate India reinvented itself in 2000 to 2003, did the educational institutions reinvent themselves? Again, I am not saying whether they did or not. I am not privy to whether change has happened or not. I'm just posing this question because for this growth momentum that corporate India has unleashed, that mass India has unleashed, we need then to have this foundation, the educational foundation, which to me is a critical building block.